Incoming customer detected.
Okay, so we have 990 script to play around with, and I think that we'll probably find something to script as well out of this. In fact, I think I've got, let's see here, used a little bit of the script today. We do have the double script weekend going on right now too, so that's helpful. I'll go ahead and scrap that. Scrap that. Yeah, that'll get us close enough anyway. Okay. What have you got for us today, Mama? We really need some good stuff. Give me the goodies. I see. There you go. Okay. Furious Short Flamer with VATS Chance and VATS Crit. Okay. So, the Furious is a decent attribute when you're not using explosive. However, VATS Chance on and VATS Fill on a Flamer, no. No. Unfortunately, that's going to be a scrippable. Zealot's Auto Grenade Launcher, my goodness. Murma, what are you doing to me today? This is not a good sign. Not at all a good sign. Executioner's Combat Rifle. Okay. So, Executioner's is a fine enough prefix if, depending on the weapon, right? Depending on the weapon. But it's all kind of also dependent on, okay, so like weapons that are really high damage, Executioners is kind of useless because you're going to kill them off either in 1 or 2 hits anyway. So Executioners is okay when you're using a little bit lower tier damage per shot. However, having +1 damage while aiming and 50 damage resistance while aiming, Being on a combat rifle, you know, the executions on a combat rifle, it's okay, you know, but the other two affixes on it, no. We'll pass on that. All right. A Zealot's Plasma Fist. Are you serious, Murmok? Come on. Give me something I can make use of. Bloodied Assault Rifle. Okay. This one isn't too bad if it was anything else but an assault rifle. Assault rifles comparatively are really low damage. Now they do fire really rapidly, you know, or at least you can get them to. But just assault rifles don't really sell that well. They don't really do that well. And the fact that I have all the fixers, which have you know, combat rifles are, I think, better than assault rifles in many ways. And the fixer is even better than a combat rifle. It is a combat rifle, but it's a combat rifle that has an inherent damage boost and that kind of thing to it. So yeah, not the greatest. It's okay, but not the greatest. Hey, a fixer. Oh, but it's a Ghoul Slayer fixer. Are you serious? Okay, so the other two affixes on it are okay, but the fact that it's a Ghoul Slayer, I suppose it has its place. I could probably find somebody that would be interested in it, but, you know, for the most part, Ghoul Slayers is pretty crap. Nocturnal short lever action rifle with a faster fire rate and damage resistance while reloading. Okay, so the fact that it takes lever action rifles a little bit longer to reload, having the damage resistance on a reload is okay. The faster fire rate obviously is okay. However, Nocturnal, that's a rough one. Now, I will say with the upcoming patch, Nocturnal is getting a boost, and it's actually getting a pretty nice boost. If you mess around at all on the PTS, you can kind of get an idea of what's going on with it. So basically what they're doing is they're upping the amount of damage bonus that Nocturnal gets, and they're removing the debuff that happens during the daytime. So as you can see right now, it's damage increases with the night and decreases with the day. What they're doing is they're making it so that instead of it decreasing during the day, it just becomes a baseline weapon. So Nocturnal is definitely getting a boost, and I think that some people actually will be able to make very good use of Nocturnal, especially if you're using the like Mr. Sandman and that kind of thing with your build. I could see it being useful. So we've got another few chances here. Let's see what we can do. Berserker's pipe pistol, that's crap. Berserker's itself, I've seen some people make definite good use out of. However, on a pipe pistol, nah. Okay, Furious Gatling Plasma. Again, Furious is a really good prefix, right? If this had, for instance, maybe faster fire rates, it would probably be a really good weapon. But the fact that it's limb damage, I could see it being useful when going against like the Scorch Queen or maybe even Earl. But and the damage resistance there wouldn't hurt too. But without it being a faster fire rate, I don't know too many people who would really go out of their way to make use of it. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna throw a couple of the goodies in here real quick. We do have enough that I could. We'll keep that one, and yeah, I mean we'll keep that. I might be able to find somebody that'll make use of it. The rest of it, we'll just get rid of. And with her having the double amount of things to get to. So that. Gosh, I hate scrapping a filter no matter what it's, but you know. One more, we'll get rid of the heavier item. There we go. So we've got another few that we can go through. So hey, 1,300 or so scrip today for Mama. Quad Tesla. Okay, now this is useful. This is useful. The limb damage, not so much, but the fact that it's got the reduced weight with it, that's actually really good. And quad on a Tesla rifle is super, super nice. I have a couple of quads already for Teslas, and it is a really nice thing to have. The limb damage, again, not crazy about, but, you know, it's okay. And that reduced weight, you know, of course, once you get done modding your weapon, it's going to be heavier, and that reduced weight only affects the baseline stat, not any mods that you put on. But still, you know, a quad Tesla, it's not bad at all. Mutant Slayer's Railway Rifle. Okay. And actually, you know, to be fair, this is actually not too bad of a little weapon. If you were kind of short on having anything else to use, Mutant Slayers is useful because, of course, Super Mutants, being kind of the meat grinder version of the higher level critters in the game, it's useful to have Mutant Slayers for them. However, again, it's kind of hit or miss. But having the extra VATS hits chance and the reduced weight on a railway rifle, which is pretty inherently heavy as it is, that's pretty nice. So not a bad weapon. I don't think I would go out of my way to use it, but I could find a couple of people I think that can make use of it. And you know, railway rifles, if you've never messed around with them and you're a commando, I highly recommend playing around with them. My goodness, they are a lot of fun, and they hit like a tank. If you have it modded for the automatic, man, you can just pump out the damage like crazy. It is super, super effective to use railway rifles. But again, Mutant Slayers, I'd rather have vampires, maybe junkies or bloodied. I've had those before, so. And the last thing is a Nocturnal 10mm with VATS hit chance and plus agility. Okay, so again, depending on how good they tweak the nocturnal thing, that could be useful for some pistol builds. But overall, So, yeah, she kind of screwed us today. The only thing really good out of it was the Tesla rifle, the quad Tesla, which I can definitely make use of. But yeah, a little disappointed with Murma for having 13 tries. Yeah, messed me up a little bit there, Murma. Okay, so we'll try this out here real quick, see if we can get the pie out of it today. And nope. All right, so next stage.